Welcome back. If you're here, you want the insight without the hours of reading. Today, we're diving into vision language reward models. Quite a mouthful.
It is, yeah. But think of it simply as AI getting smarter about seeing and reading together and critically learning from feedback about how well it's doing.
Exactly. It's about AI that doesn't just process images or text, but understands the link between them and improves based on, well, rewards.
Hmm.
So we've got an article outlining recent progress, and it connects to some really interesting related research. Our
Just
mission,
cut through the jargon.
yeah, basically, extract the key challenges, the, clever solutions people are finding, and what it all actually means. Why should you care?
Right. So let's start there, the challenges. What makes this vision language reward thing so complex in the first place? It sounds hard.
It really is. I mean, it's not just about teaching an AI, this is a cat and this is the word cat.
Mm.
The real difficulty, the article suggests, is getting the AI to grasp the relationship. How does the picture of the cat chasing a ball relate to the sentence, the furry feline pounced?
So it's the interplay, understanding context, actions, descriptions, all linked together, and then figuring out what a good outcome looks like based on that complex understanding.
Precisely. It's that deep integration for learning. So how are researchers tackling this? The article points to three main advances. First up, process-supervised learning.
Okay, process supervision. So not just judging the final answer, but the steps taken.
Exactly. Think about teaching math. You don't just look at the final number, you look at the working out right.
Right, you check the method.
It's like that for AI, giving feedback on the intermediate steps, the reasoning process, not just the end result.
And that connects to work Meta AI did, wasn't it, on process-based reward models?
Yep. The idea being that this kind of feedback helps the AI learn more robustly. It understands how to get to the right place.
Focusing on the journey, kind of? Okay, makes sense. What's the second advancement?
This one's maybe less flashy, but super important. Standardized benchmarking.
Ah, the measuring sticks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need consistent ways to evaluate these models. If everyone uses different tests, how do you know what's actually an improvement?
You don't. It becomes impossible to compare progress across different labs, different approaches. It's vital for, moving the field forward in a structured way, not just publishing papers, but actually building better systems.
Right. So that's crucial. And the third area.
This seems to go back to that core challenge we mentioned, really integrating the visual and the linguistic understanding, making it deeper.
How so?
Well, the article touches on work like UC Berkeley's research on task vectors. The goal there is sort of creating a shared thinking space for the AI.
A common ground for vision and language.
Kind of, yeah. A way for the AI to map what it sees and what it reads into a combined representation. This helps it understand the connections more profoundly and hopefully generalize better to new situations.
Okay, so we have process supervision, standardized tests, and deeper integration. But these aren't happening in a vacuum, are they? How do they link to other AI trends?
That's a great point. They don't exist in isolation. Take process supervision again. It really echoes some goals in robotics, right?
Towards autonomous mastery. Robots learning not just what to do, but how to improve their own methods.
Exactly. That idea of learning the process is key there, too. And then there's the whole safety aspect.
Which becomes even more critical as these models get more capable and interact with the real world.
Absolutely. You need guarantees, or at least more confidence. Purdue's ETA framework, for example, is looking at ways to enhance safety during inference when the AI is actually making decisions out in the wild.
A two-phase approach, I think, to build in checks and balances.
Something like that, yeah. It's about ensuring these powerful tools are also reliable and safe.
Okay, let's try and distill this. What are the main takeaways for someone trying to keep up?
I'd say three things stand out. First, how we teach AI is getting more sophisticated, think process supervision. Second, how we measure AI progress is getting more rigorous. That's the benchmarking.
Mm-hmm.
And third, the core challenge of truly merging vision and language understanding is being tackled head-on with new techniques.
And importantly, all of this connects outwards to robotics, to AI safety. It's part of a bigger picture of AI development.
Definitely. It's a field that's moving fast, tackling really hard problems to build AI that's not just clever, but also hopefully dependable.
So a final thought to leave folks with. If AI can learn not just outcomes, but processes by seeing and reading, what does that unlock?
Good question. What new capabilities, maybe even new industries could emerge? But also, what new complexities or challenges might we need to navigate?
Definitely food for thought. It goes beyond just pattern recognition.
It really does.
Well, thanks for diving deep with us today on vision language reward models.
Always interesting.